Okay, good day, everybody. It's Friday. It's the January, what is it? 8th? I think. Let me see here. Yeah, January 8th. Okay, so it's 11:46. I'm a minute late because I had to break up a dog and a cat. Sorry about that. Hi, Linda. You got a nice picture there. Guess you took your New Year's Day little slut down or whatever. Hi, Ryan. Good to see you. We're just going to do a little easy recipe today. I didn't even feel like going to the grocery store because, hey, Jenny. Good to see you. So we're just going to do an easy one. Linda and I talked about this probably 3 weeks ago. Oh, there goes my light. Oh, boy. So anyway, I think you still can see it's a little gloomy out there, so we'll try to bring a little bit of sunshine in here somehow. Good morning. So I did go to the butcher, and then I went to the produce stand. Hi, Linda, and Ryan and Jenny, because I just couldn't go to Kroger's today. I was too tired. Hi, David. Thanks for liking I just saw it pop up when I was getting online. The story with the recipe and everything. You know what? I got to get my printer together because I couldn't even print out the recipe. So I know what I'm doing, but I'm going to improvise a teeny bit. So keep me on track, Linda, because I know you helped me with this. David, you probably did this with me probably 2 years ago in class. The P.F. Chang copycat chicken recipe in the little lettuce wraps. So we're going to do that. I have the lettuce put away that the Recovery Center gave us, which was wonderful. The romaine. I made a big old salad on New Year's, so had that. And then there was plenty of romaine lettuce left. So you could use, actually, if you had looked at the recipe already or you're familiar with the little lettuce wraps, you can use the romaine, you can use Boston, you can use iceberg. You could even, if you don't want completely that low carb, which, it's up to you. You can have crackers on the side or use any kind of tortilla if you want, or even rice papers, which we used in another class where you just dip them in cold water and then you can wrap them up like that. So there's tons of options. We're using lettuce today, okay? And then what I did was I got my chicken from the butcher. Unfortunately, it was frozen, so I put it on defrost, 1 pound, and so it's all defrosted. Well, I think all you guys know, but anybody else, just so you know, you don't want to ever refreeze any kind of ground meat, or any meat for that matter, that's been frozen already. Only if it's been cooked, and then you can refreeze it. Otherwise, you want to make sure you use your ground meat within 24 to 48 hours max. Had a little issue on Christmas at my boyfriend's, and he had all this ground meat nicely sealed. Some of you heard the story already. And his ground chicken, his Laureline, and his ground beef, and his ground turkey all sealed up, and it had been in there for 2 weeks, and he planned on using it. And I was like, I don't think that's a good idea. So I hate to call him out, but just for those that watch this video at a different time, because I'm sure all of you don't do that, just know that you want to use that within 24 to 48 hours max, or freeze it. And then if you freeze it, you don't want to refreeze it unless you cook it first, okay? So that's the story. But I prepped everything pretty much. There's a few things I'm missing just because of my really wanting to socially distance. I've been pretty much using delivery or ClickList, and even Prime couldn't get me the 2-hour delivery till 8 p.m. tonight, so that wasn't going to work either. And the last time it was within 2 hours, and I was already working on it at 6 this morning. So anyhow, we're going to get started, and I'm going to put this down so you can see, and hopefully I'm going to get my kitchen fixed up here, but it might take a little while because I want to get a new counter and get my floor together. So I am going to use, wow, we got little Jack sitting there being good, so I don't want to jinx myself, but he's just being good. So I'm just going to use the spray. I'm not going to turn the heat on. And one little mention, this is totally off subject, but I had a bracelet. If anybody has those bracelets that sort of hang, and I went to unplug something, and when they hang, be real careful if you have one of those, because it actually hit the, I always knew they were sort of dangerous, but it actually hit the outlet and sparked it and sort of burnt the bracelet, and it could have electrocuted me, I guess. So be real careful with stuff like that, It's pretty wild. Anyway, I was trying to be safe by unplugging my heating pad and my phone, and I almost got electrocuted. So just be real careful. Same with the, keeping these near your stove or your heat. So I'm going to go ahead and just turn that on about medium, and then we'll get the chicken going. Oh no, I take it back. I'm going to put the onions, the chopped onions, and we'll get those sort of sweated out. And then I'll add the garlic, and then the chicken. I think that's how I'm going to go about doing it. And it's just sort of like a little saute. I actually have a bunch of onions, but I had these frozen. I just wanted to use up because I don't want to keep them in the freezer too long. So I'm probably going to make some kind of French onion soup or something, because the center gave us a bunch of onions, and I knew Jenny couldn't use them. Sorry about that, Jenny. So I got to figure out what to do with all these onions, and I'm thinking like onion soup or something. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do with that. And then I'll eventually add a little garlic and the ground chicken. Now, I really like ground chicken personally better than ground turkey or Laura Lean. That's just me. But if you're vegetarian, which I know we have quite a few people at the center, and you can do tofu, you can do beans, you can just make a bunch of vegetables and put it in the lettuce wrap. So there's tons of options, just so you know. It's whatever you like or whatever you feel is the healthiest, okay? I just decided to go with this because that's what they have at P.F. Chang's. I don't even know if they're open for business right now, actually. I haven't been there for a while. Maybe one of you guys know if they're doing delivery or whatever. I know one thing, be really careful. If you use any kind of delivery, like, I used a free coupon for delivery one time with, I'm trying to remember which one it was, because I got a bunch of them right now where they deliver food, and they ended up, just using the free coupon, and I got the food, and they ended up putting me on a membership, and I couldn't figure out why my charge card had like $10 every month for like 5 months. Oh, it is in Westchester? Okay, good, Ryan. Great, thanks. I don't know about the one, maybe the one over in Rookwood is still open then. That's the one I'm used to going to. But the delivery service, it ended up like charging me $50 like for 5 months. I didn't even notice it for God knows what. But so that free delivery was $50 for one delivery with a free coupon. So be really careful if you use a delivery service. It wasn't Grubhub. It was like one of the other ones. But my credit card company gave me back most of the money because I never got anything delivered ever again. I see somebody else, but I'm not sure who it is. Anyhow, so this is probably good because we're going to go ahead and add the chicken. So, anyhow. So it thawed it perfectly. If you have a microwave that has defrost, you just put in how many pounds, and I just kept it in the butcher, paper, and so hopefully you can see that. I had to get a new garbage can. I stepped on my stainless steel garbage can, and when I stepped on it, it broke. So then I had to buy another one. I'm like, now I can't figure out how to put it together. I'm afraid I'm going to break it. So, anyway. So we're just going to cook this all the way through. And the butcher guys are really, really nice. But I'll tell you what I'm missing. And you can do whatever you want. I believe they usually use water chestnuts, and I don't have any of those, so olive. But if you choose to get water chestnuts, you can get them where you have to slice them, or they already come sliced and you just drain them. Okay, so that's an option. I really like another thing in lieu of water chestnuts. I'm trying to think right now. Jicama, you can buy, they already have it all cut up for you. Hi, Glenda, my cousin. That's who it is. Great. Thanks for joining us. So we just basically just sauteed or sweated out the onions, a little garlic, which it's real easy because whenever I buy like garlic or ginger or whatever, it seems like it never lasts that long. So that was the other thing is ginger, which I love, 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 love. So I'm probably going to, I have a ton of spices now, but I didn't have ginger powder, which I prefer the fresh, but that's something good to keep on hand. So this still is going to be good. Between the garlic, the onions, I've got the peanuts, so that's something good. I got some carrots. I just shredded a little for color and flavor. I'm not a big carrot person, but it adds a nice bit of color. So once the chicken gets cooked, I'll add the carrots. And then I have some soy sauce, which you can use sriracha if you want, along with the soy. I have some rice vinegar, which it calls for, so we're going to add some of that in a little bit. If you just have regular vinegar, that's fine. Whatever vinegar you want to use. The rice vinegar is more of an Asian type, so that's sort of along the lines of what we're doing, obviously. And then if you want to add a little more heat, I just happen to have like a hot sauce, but so that just adds a little zip if you don't have the sriracha. So there's always ways you can get around it if you want to, make something and you just happen to be missing an ingredient. So if you want to add a little celery for crunch, or like I said, you can add the water chestnuts or the cut up some jicama, if you're familiar with that. You can buy it already cut, peeled. You just have to dice it in the produce section. Or if you want to add peppers, you can. Roasted, or just, add some diced red peppers. I didn't, do my full shopping because I'll probably end up doing click list and pick it up tomorrow. I just got some things to get by, some bananas and strawberries and stuff like that. You used garlic in the jar all the time. Yeah. You know what I do most of the time? When I do classes sometimes, just so everybody can learn how to, work with fresh garlic, or, Ramika at work uses garlic sometime, not from a jar. So if we have fresh garlic on hand, I just sort of teach them how to, and you know that, David and Jenny, just to learn how to work with fresh garlic kind of thing. And then I just cut up some chives as well. You probably see that. And then I have, it doesn't really call for this, but if you wanted to, you could use some toasted sesame seeds as well. So anything that's sort of along that Asian flavor, type of thing, or you have on hand, that's sort of what I was pulling out. And then a little bit of salt and pepper. And I have the kind in the grinder, so just has a little more flavor, I think. I will tell you one bad thing I did. The bakery's right next to it, and I've only gone to that Regina Bakery once to get some cookies for my neighbor during the pandemic, I believe, because I used to get butcher for them all the time. But my boyfriend and I were discussing our favorite thing when we were a kid, and we both agreed it was those cream horns. So I thought, I have to surprise him with a cream horn. But then, of course, I knew I would eat it, so I had to get at least one for myself. But so that's bad. But you know what? Once I ate it, I was satisfied, and I thought, you know what? I don't think I need one of these for many years now. So that's sort of how I do that. I get a treat, and I stashed his away so I could surprise him. And he doesn't really eat sweets hardly ever, so it's like, you know what? A treat once in a while is fine. I figured this is going to be something healthy. So I'm going to go ahead and just add just like my little carrots. And I'm going to wait the peanuts like at the end. And then this is the low sodium soy sauce, which I would recommend. You cannot wait, Linda. Oh, because, you can't wait for Linda to cook. I know. She always makes things a lot fancier. Well, she helped with the graphics and the idea and everything. Caitlin. Oh, I don't know. Caitlin. But that's good if somebody else is on here too. Okay. And then we'll add a little bit of that organic rice wine vinegar. That'll give it a nice zip. So we got, and that'll offset because that doesn't have sodium or fat or anything. It just has a lot of flavor. And I've got the romaine lettuce all cleaned and, you know, taken apart and in the colander. So I'll get that together and put it back in the refrigerator to make it sort of crisp. And then I'll end up actually, you know, whatever I don't use, I'm going to put in some really nice sealed Tupperware containers so it lasts a long time. Or not a long time, but at least a couple days, because if I don't, it would get all wilted and then I wouldn't be able to use it, okay? And you can actually, you know, do little roll-ups with it, with the lettuce, whatever you don't use for this recipe. You could put turkey, you could put, you know, different kinds of cheese or veggies, whatever you want to use with that lettuce. And like I said, I made a big giant salad, chopped it up with that first amount of lettuce, and it was awesome. I put avocados in it, and tomatoes, and all kinds of really good things. Okay, so we've got that. Let me get the lettuce, speaking of that. And I might add just a few little of the sesame seeds, just to make it a little Asian-y. They've already been toasted, but we'll toast a little more in here. Okay. Let's see. Where did I put my lettuce? Oh, there it is. Right in front of my face. Okay. So, I got this really cool, I don't know if she's on or she'll watch it later, but she got me this really great, I got a cutting board just like my sister, so I'm so excited. So, anyway, let me move all this. We'll add just a little bit of salt. You know, the Mediterranean diet came out 4 years in a row now. Oh, the hoisin, I don't have that, Linda. So hoisin, we're just using the soy today, and I've got a little bit of glaze I'm gonna use instead. It's balsamic vinegar glaze. I know. The hoisin is really awesome. So that is in the recipe. Definitely try to get the hoisin. I could not get it today. I knew Linda was gonna be upset with me, but I'm the one that's gonna eat this. So yeah, go ahead and see if you can get some hoisin sauce and water chestnuts. And I'm gonna break off the ends of this for now. And I think we got it pretty well cooked. And yeah, the hoisin sauce with the rice vinegar and the soy sauce is gonna, and the sriracha, those are the main things. So I know I'm not perfect, sorry, but it's still gonna taste awesome, I promise. But I, you know, regardless, I promise. But still, go ahead and try to see if you can get some hoisin. You gotta watch your sodium though, because 1,500 milligrams to 2,000 max for the day. And honestly, the soy, even the the low sodium has 590 milligrams for just 1 tablespoon. Now, if you had the regular soy, it'd be like 1,000 milligrams for a tablespoon. And a lot of people will use several tablespoons or more, which means they met their sodium for the whole day, whether it's the low sodium or the regular. And if you had hoisin, which you can, but it's still going to be even more sodium, okay? So you got to really watch it, because that's when we get our feet and our hands swell up, and it can, you know, cause some problems, you know, with your heart as well. So we got to really watch it, okay? So don't add a lot. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and we're just going to sort of put this together, and we'll add some peanuts and let's see. Like I said, it's just going to be a really easy one. You know, you do have to get together about, I don't know, you know, 6 or 7 ingredients. But I am going to add peanuts. If you like them. If you can't do nuts, that's okay. You can grind them. You can add a different kind of nut. I think the peanut is a better nut. So we'll tip that down. And so you can see I got lots and lots of romaine. So I'll be making a lot more of these, because this is a whole pound, which should serve at least 4 people, if not 6. And then I'm just going to do like a little, I don't know, like a little, if I can get this out. I'll just do like a little decoration. I know Linda and her daughter would make it a lot fancier because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a food designer. That's a whole nother issue. But that'll, at least make it a little bit pretty. So you got your nuts for crunch, and you've got your chicken, and your lettuce. And like I said, you can roll it up, wrap it up. You can put it in a little cup to make it look like, it's like in a little cup type of dish. I put it on the plate just for fun. Like I said, you can add some type of little Asian crackers or anything of that nature. Uh-oh. You there? Sorry about that. my thing fell. Oh boy. Okay. So here's the plate. The recipe is as follows. And sorry about that droppage. But I would say go ahead and have your little chicken wrap and with the peanuts if you like. And then after that, have some bananas or a banana. So you get your prebiotic and your vitamin C and a little potassium. So really that's all I'm going to do today. It only took, 20 minutes. And of course, it took me about 15 minutes to just sort of gather everything. So that's about it. Sorry, Linda, no hoisin sauce. But it's still going to taste wonderful, I promise. And if, in fact, you want to do something else, like I said, you can surely make it more vegetarian, or you can use a different type of ground meat, okay? Or even, you know what? You could, well, no, I don't think I'd use the canned meat. I would go with the regular ground hot beef, because I'm going to eat it here in a few minutes. So does anybody have any questions now that I've dropped the phone and made a fool of myself? Nope. Okay. Well, I'm just going to say everybody relax, because I think we've had a little bit of a interesting week. And we're all safe and sound, and we'll look forward to Linda in 2 weeks, and then I will maybe collaborate with Linda so I can do something next week that maybe is more interesting, and I'll have shopped for all the ingredients. And next week, relax. Yeah, you relax, and I'm going to relax, and we'll have break week next week. And I think I'm going in Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday to help you guys out. And on Friday, I'll come up with something else, and we will cook again. So have a great weekend, and I'm going to eat, okay? Oh, yeah, see you next time. I'll see you, Linda. And I've got some prizes for you, Linda, from the what do you call it, thing that you entered in, the all-in. So I'll tell you about that later. Okay, Jenny, thank you. Wish I could send it to you. But I will see you soon, and I'll see everybody else soon. Thanks for joining in, and sorry about the phone droppage. We'll try to get that together better next time. Okay, have a good one. Take care. Bye.